guys, welcome back to my channel. So basically today I am going to be doing a get ready with me vlog. I am actually going to a mimosa brunch party, so I'm going to show you guys the process that it took for me to get ready, doing hair, makeup, taking pictures, and I'm also going to include a couple snaps from the event. So stay tuned and look closely. Okay guys, so let's get started. So basically I'm gonna start off doing my makeup. In between I'm gonna be doing a few other things in terms of, you know, fixing my hair. You know, I'm not gonna just stick to one thing alone. So you might see me stopping my makeup to fix my baby hairs and all of that, because of course you cannot do your makeup and then do your baby hairs after, because it's gonna mess up, and I don't got time for all of that. I'm already running behind time, but the finished look is, it's gonna come together. We're gonna slay, honeys, okay? So just stay tuned. Let's get this thing going. Let's get this thing started. All right. So in the meantime, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to take some alcohol and a prepping pad, and I'm going to just lightly, gently pat on top of the baby hairs that I have, just to basically get rid of some of the oils that I have on the baby hair. So when I put on some new wrapping lotion on it, it's not too greasy. And then that way it'll set when I spray it with a little bit of hold-in spray. Okay, so I'm not too sure if I want to take this out, because I might not get it back the same exact way. I gotta think about this. It's pretty set already, so what I might probably do is just take out a little more of this hair on this side. Only the short pieces, as a matter of fact. I'm only gonna wipe off the short pieces, and I'm gonna leave this little piece alone and just use that as the guideline for the beginning parts of the baby hair. Because we don't want to be looking a hot mess, honey. Okay, so as of right now, this side, as you can see, this side is it seems as though it's pretty cleared out. I'm going to get started with the makeup. So basically today what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go straight through with the makeup. I'm not going to list any of the details with products that I'm going to use, but below in the description box I will list everything that I used. And if I do forget anything, just leave a little notation in the bottom. Okay, so before I get my makeup started, what I usually do is I take a prep pad, put a little bit of alcohol on it, and I just clean the oils off of my face. So that way, you know, when I apply the makeup, everything is basically fresh and brand new, instead of it, you know, you're applying your makeup on top of a dirty surface. Skin is important, you know, so let's just clean that off. And that's it. Now I go in and start filling my brows. a thin brush and I pat out all of the concealer that's underneath the eyebrow to give it a cleaner look. And this concealer is very drying, so you have to move pretty fast once you're using it, or else it's gonna have like patchy looks. It's pretty yellowy. You want to buff that out nice. And voila. So now I'm gonna take this brush and just a little bit of translucent powder. And I always tap my brush before I put on any translucent powder, just so I don't have that patchy look. And I usually conceal the top part of my eyebrows, but the reason why I'm not gonna do that right now is because I still have to fix the baby hair and I don't wanna get any concealer and the mousse mixed up and all of that. So that's why I'm gonna do this portion of my face first. Then I'm gonna deal with the baby hairs. And then after that, then I'm gonna finish off the forehead. So that's basically why I'm not going to finish this area of my face first. So I am going to at least show you the shadow that I'm going to use, even though I'm still going to put it in the description box below which palette. But I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place palette. It is the Warrior 2 by Juvias, and the shade that I'm going to use is the Yodit, which is the lightest brown in the palette. So I take a fluffy Morphe brush and I just start in the middle of my lid and I just work my way up and over. So when you're doing this method, you don't necessarily have to do it in a specific way, because it's just one solid color that's going on the lid and in the crease area. So that's all I'm going to use, and I'm going to top it off with a matte liquid liner. And I just basically build up the product in the crease area for a little dimension for the lid, you know. And I usually bring the eyeshadow over into the nose bone. So when I'm contouring, everything is just blended pretty well. And it also helps with the nose contour. And of course, if you're building up the color, it tends to get darker. So on camera right now, you know, it looks a little orange. It does have a little orange tint, but once everything is finished, it's not gonna look more orange. It's gonna be looking more like on the nude side. So this is my go-to color for my lid, because not all the time I like wearing shadow. Sometimes I like to look like I'm wearing shadow, but not really too much shadow, if that makes sense. We'll figure it out. So I decided I'm gonna go with the color, because why the hell not, you know? Why the hell not? So I'm just using a little bit of concealer, just so the shadow can have something to stick to, and it's not too bright but not too dull. It's just gonna be the perfect, to be honest, it's gonna be the perfect mixture. Because I don't want to be out here in these streets looking crazy. So I'm actually going to mix two different colors. I'm going to do like a light blue color, and then I'm going to mix it in with like a teal. And then I'm going to pop it with a pigment. So it's gonna go in this corner here. I'm trying not to use too much, to be honest, because I just want a little bit. I don't want too much of the light blue. And then I'm gonna pat it out. So this is how we're looking so far. And then now I'm gonna go in with the teal. Which is like a darker color. I'm not sure if it's gonna make a difference, but we'll see. And then I'm gonna go back in the crease area with the brown that I used before to give it that subtle look. And I always brush it forward. So after I put on whatever color that I'm putting on the lid, I usually take the same color that I use in the crease area with the color that I was starting out with first. And then I just basically go back in, brushing into the color instead of brushing it outwards. So that's what I usually do. And then now I'm actually going to put a pigment on it to make it pop a little bit. See? So here we go. So I have someone here fixing my baby hairs for me because I don't know how to do them.
Give it a little bounce, like, it's gonna get me mad.
Well,
Like a little bounce, like, too. Never mind.
no, I ain't never been with a body. He called, so I add him to the tally.
I feel like eyelash out of my head.
Go best friend. No, no, friend. You want me to tell you something? Let me tell you something.
Your man, he told me that he's tired of the shit you got.
Sorry,
I
that's
just
not
got
for
your pens. I tell you
that's not for the kids.
to be
The
still
hot comes
in.
down? Child, me not know. All me I know
I like them calls.
is me breasts hanging. It's the baby hairs for my. Okay guys, I'm back and this is the finished look. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a few pictures and a few videos out so you can see how the look turned out. Also, what I will do is include my different social media platforms so you guys can follow and subscribe.